it's a disappointing defeat, but Luca was really the story of the day before the game started. What can you tell us?
Yeah, it was something I've never experienced before, and obviously when it's your own boy as well, it really knocked me sideways, to be honest. And we reserved the 2-minute silence. He'd done a little bit of work out there and was in the dugout fine, and I just heard an almighty thud and turned round and he'd had a fit on the floor. And yeah, really, listen, I think it shocked a few people. I have to say, James, Muzz and CHESHAM were fantastic. Football is I treat it like it's life and death at times, but sometimes it's very small fry to when something like that happens, and it threw me. I'm not going to lie, it put me off my game, which it obviously would. I thought there was going to be a time where I was going to actually miss the game and go to the hospital. Luckily, he come round and become conscious, and Faye, my wife, and Alfie managed to take him off. But it was something that was awful to see, to be honest. I mean, I was crying my eyes out at one point, and the lad Murphy was fantastic. So yeah, it was awful. It was something that I feel put us back. But listen, let's not take nothing away from CHESHAM today. I thought they thoroughly deserved the victory. I thought they were better than us in all departments, and whether that had something to do with why we weren't quite at it, maybe. But it's small fry compared to what happened.
But when the game did start, it couldn't have started in a worse way for us, because 4 minutes gone and we were already 2 down, and it was basically game over. Yeah,
and I think you go back to that. You're just about to kick off, and then it stops for 15 minutes as a delay, and you're sort of hyped up, and then you're not. Then that's happened, and is he going to be okay? Not going to be okay, and then we just come out, and as I say, listen, I'm struggling to actually remember it because my head was all over the place. But I think we've got to do better on the first goal. I think we've got to do better on the second, and the one thing that you have to remember with CHESHAM, they're a good side, and they've always been up there, and they do the basics very, very well, and I thought they'd done the basics better than us today. They made no mistakes. We, for me, made a mistake for the first, and it's one of them games you need to keep it tight against CHESHAM. If you keep it tight, I believe as the game goes on, you'll end up getting something out of it. I've watched them a couple of times. But they were just better than us. They were men v boys at times, and I thought we made some good spells and some good passages, but overall they were the better side on the day.
But Lee, we're not going to win any games if we don't score goals, and we didn't create any chances, and we only had one direct shot on target, which was a free kick that forced to save out the keeper. So where does that come from? Does that come from you as a manager with your tactics? Were we just not on our game
listen,
create anything?
No. I think you have to go and give CHESHAM loads of credit. I think that they managed the game really well, and I said to you, they've got 2 really experienced centre halves, and what you need then is you need their fullbacks to come out, and you need their midfielders to try and bomb on and chase the game a little bit, and then I think you can try and expose that. But we never got that. I felt like every time we put a cross in, or every time we put a ball over the top, we put it on their heads, or for them to clear a volley, and we never exposed any of their part of their back four. And when you do that, you don't win games of football. But we've scored lots of goals this year. We will score lots of goals. It was just one of them days at the office that I felt CHESHAM were the better side today.
Are you concerned about our consistency? Because we're up 1 week, and then we're down for a couple of weeks, and then we pick up another great win, and then it's hard, isn't it, to get a flow going in the team?
It seems that way. I tell you what I found probably the most challenging and the most difficult is the injury side of things. I just feel like we can't ever get settled. We're going into Monday now, and we've got 4 or 5 that are going to struggle, and that's for me. I think if we can get a consistent side out week in, week out, I think we'll do really well. I think it's a good squad, but I've just said to them there, consistency is what will get us up the table. Now, I thought there was lots of games this year that we should have won and not have won, but today we deserve to lose. No qualms about it. We deserve to lose today. But I thought the young kid up front for them was outstanding, and I thought we got the better of our back four today, which is not like us of late. I think we've defended really, really well. So, listen, we've had an incident before the game where it's definitely shocked me and the coaching team. It's probably shocked a few of the players. It's not normal. It's one of them things where we've had to try and deal with it the best we could. At times we played some nice passages. We never really threatened them. I thought Brooksy was very isolated at times. Alice has got in one point there, but yeah, just one of them days. But I think it's like anything. When you're 2-0 up, you know, we'd say that Taunton never had loads against us, Salisbury never, because you've got something to defend. You need an open game to score goals. And listen, at 2-0 with 10 minutes to go, we've had a free kick. The keeper's pulled off a fantastic save. And you know, if that goes in, you might create a few chances, but just wasn't to be. You know, as I said, I didn't feel it was free flowing today. We never really got our wide men into the game, and I think maybe the pitch and just the way the game happened, and it's just just one of them days.
You've got to pick them up again. It's another away game on Monday against the Beaconsfield side who've put 5 past Swindon. Yeah,
they're a good side. I've watched them here. I've watched them twice this year. They've got loads of quality about them. They've got a very good forward line, and they'll be a tough test for us. You know, we've got to make sure that we try and get something out of the game. We've had a lot of away games of late, and if we perform like we do today, then we won't. But I expect a reaction. I expect us to be better. Hopefully we'll have Hamza back for Monday, and you know, we may need to freshen it up, because I said there's a lot of walking wounded in there. It's a hard turnaround, 48 hours. But let's not distract from what a good few weeks it's been. It's been really good. You're going to have ups and downs in football. I still firmly believe if we can put a run together, but that's what it's got to get to. We've got to get a run of wins under our belt. We had 2, it's gone back now to 0. So I'm not too disappointed. As I said, listen, football today is small fry to what happened. It's one of them days at the office. We have to put it behind us and crack on and go again for Monday night.